Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. A former WWE star has reacted to Paul Heyman claiming that she still lusted for him despite no longer being with the company. Heyman used to be a member of the Bloodline, but the faction betrayed him in June. Kayla Braxton is a former backstage interviewer for the company and previously served as a host on WWE's The Bump before exiting the promotion earlier this year. Braxton had a humorous relationship with Paul Heyman during her time at the company, and the Wiseman claimed that she still lusts after him on social media today. Heyman took to social media to react to Braxton discussing him during an appearance on Instinct Culture with Denise Salcedo. "Thank you MSSSSSSSSSS Braxton, and I appreciate the fact your sapiosexual lust for me is still on full display," he wrote. Kayla Braxton hilariously reacted to Heyman's comment with a kissing face emoji, as seen in her post below. Heyman has not appeared on television since the June 28th edition of SmackDown at Madison Square Garden. The Bloodline powerbombed him through the announce table after the Hall of Famer refused to acknowledge Solo Sikoa as his tribal chief earlier this year. Sam Roberts comments on Paul Heyman's absence from WWE television media personality. Sam Roberts recently discussed why Paul Heyman is not being featured on WWE television. Speaking on his Not Sam Wrestling podcast, Roberts claimed that Heyman not being on SmackDown had allowed Roman Reigns to be presented in a new light. The original tribal chief teamed up with Cody Rhodes to defeat the Bloodline Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in the main event of Bad Blood last night. That's why Roman doesn't have the mic put into his hand exactly the way he wants it. That's why Roman looks to his left as he's getting in the ring and realizes there is nobody there with him. And if Paul Heyman returns with Roman Reigns, that's a story element we can't use. From 6:33 to 7:09, Heyman was inducted into the Hall of Fame during WrestleMania weekend earlier this year. It will be interesting to see when the 59-year-old returns to WWE television down the line. The wrestling world was shaken when Paul Heyman, the wise man of the Bloodline, made an eyebrow-raising claim during a recent WWE SmackDown promo. His latest target? None other than a former WWE star who had been away from the spotlight for a while, one who Heyman accused of still lusting after him. Fans across the globe were stunned, and the subject of Heyman's barbed words had something to say about it. She took to social media to fire back, sparking a fiery exchange that lit up the wrestling scene. The star in question, once a fixture in WWE's women's division, had long since left the company to pursue opportunities outside the ring. Known for her sharp tongue and confident demeanor, she was never one to back down from a challenge or shy away from controversy. And Heyman's words? They were a challenge she couldn't resist. The promo that started it all. On that fateful SmackDown episode, Heyman stood in the middle of the ring, microphone in hand, weaving his usual magic as he hyped Roman Reigns and the ever-evolving Bloodline storyline. But then, he made a sudden pivot, referencing a former WWE star who, according to him, still had a soft spot for the evil genius he claimed to be. "Don't think I haven't noticed," Heyman sneered into the camera, his voice dripping with condescension. "You still watch, don't you? You still talk about me, dream about me. You can't resist, can you? The years have passed, but deep down, you still lust after me." Heyman's words were calculated, designed to provoke a reaction, and they did. Fans immediately took to social media, speculating about who Heyman was referring to. The mystery woman, however, wasn't about to let the speculation fester for long. The star's fiery response within hours of Heyman's promo, the former WWE star broke her silence with a scathing post on X, formerly known as Twitter. In her typical no-nonsense style, she didn't just defend herself, she went on the offensive. "Lust after Paul Heyman? Are you out of your mind? The only thing I lust after is success, and I've been crushing that ever since I left WWE," she wrote. "Paul, I don't know what fantasy land you're living in, but trust me, I've moved on. Maybe it's you who can't get me out of your head." The post went viral almost instantly. Fans and fellow wrestlers weighed in, with some defending Heyman's promo as just another chapter in his storied history of riling up opponents. Others, however, sided with the former star, praising her for standing up to Heyman's mind games. Heyman responds, with more fuel to the fire: if there's one thing Paul Heyman loves, it's stirring the pot. So, naturally, he wasn't content to let the former star's post be the last word. During an exclusive WWE backstage interview later that week, Heyman smirked when asked about her response. "Oh, she can say whatever she wants," he said, grinning like the Cheshire Cat. "But you see, the thing about lust? It's not just physical. It's a desire, an obsession. She might talk about success, but the truth is, her success? It pales in comparison to what she had when I was around. Deep down, she knows that. Deep down, she knows I helped make her career what it was. And that's what she can't forget." Heyman leaned into the camera, his tone lowering as if sharing a secret with the audience. "So she can deny it all she wants, but we both know the truth." The star fires back with a challenge never one to let someone else dictate the narrative. The former WWE star responded swiftly with another post. This time, she didn't just fire back with words, she issued a challenge. "You really think you made my career, Paul? Cute. How about this? You and your bloodline can talk all you want, but how about you back it up? I'm not afraid to step into that ring again, and if you think I'm still obsessed with you, let's settle it face to face. I'll even bring the boots out of retirement for one last dance. Bring Roman. Bring Solo. Bring them all. Let's see how wise you really are when you're staring down someone who's not afraid to knock your teeth down your throat." The wrestling world exploded. The idea of this former star coming out of retirement, even for a one-off appearance, was something fans had long hoped for. But the added spice of her squaring off against the Bloodline, one of the most dominant factions in WWE history, made it all the more tantalizing. Speculation runs wild as the days passed. Rumors began swirling. Would WWE actually bring her back? Would she face the Bloodline? Or was this all just a clever bit of social media buzz designed to keep fans talking? Insiders reported that WWE had, indeed, reached out to her following the initial exchange, with some speculating that a return could happen as early as the next pay-per-view. Others believed that Heyman and WWE were simply playing the long game, teasing the possibility without any real intention of bringing her back. Still, the momentum kept building. Fan forums lit up with theories about how the former star could fit into the current landscape of WWE, with some suggesting she could join forces with Roman Reigns' rivals, while others fantasized about a full-blown comeback that could see her re-establish herself as a top-tier competitor. The future remains uncertain as of now. There's been no official word from WWE regarding whether the former star will return to the ring. But one thing is certain: Paul Heyman's promo did exactly what it was supposed to do. It reignited interest in a star who had been out of the WWE spotlight for some time and set the stage for a potential showdown that fans would pay good money to see. Whether or not this war of words leads to an in-ring confrontation remains to be seen, but one thing's for sure: Paul Heyman may have bitten off more than he can chew with this one. And if the former star does decide to step back into the squared circle, Heyman and the Bloodline might have to answer for those bold words.